Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic is exercise 7.1 of chapter 7 from the 9th class पंजाब टेक्स्ट बुक बोर्ड। पहले क्वेश्चन में हमने पोजीशन लोकेट करनी है पॉइंट की, जिसके लिए जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है दैट इज़ अबाउट एक्स इज़ ग्रेटर दैन ज़ीरो। वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स ग्रेटर दैन ज़ीरो होती है फर्स्ट और फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट में, और फर्स्ट और फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट मिल के राइट हाफ प्लेन बनाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से फॉर एक्स ग्रेटर दैन ज़ीरो द पॉइंट विल लाइज इन द राइट हाफ प्लेन। सेकेंड पार्ट में फॉर एक्स ग्रेटर दैन ज़ीरो एंड वाई ग्रेटर दैन ज़ीरो we will take the point in the first quadrant because in only first quadrant the both values are positive. तीसरे पार्ट में गिवन है कि x is equals to 0. So in third part the point will lies on the x axis because on y axis the value of x is 0. Similarly for y is equal to 0 the value of the point will lies on the x axis because on the x axis the value of y is 0. In fifth part x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. The point will be lie in the fourth quadrant and negative y axis for y is equals to 0 because the value of x is greater than 0 and less than 0 in the fourth quadrant, so the point will be lie for x greater than 0 and y less than 0 in fourth quadrant, and for y is equals to 0 in the on the negative y axis. In the part 6 we have given y is equal to 0 or x is equal to 0. They both are 0 at the point of origin. So in the sixth part the point is at origin. सेवन्थ पार्ट में x इज इक्वल्स टू वाई गिवन है। x और y दोनों बराबर होंगे फर्स्ट द लाइन बाइसेक्टिंग द फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट, बिकॉज इफ़ वी गिव एनी वैल्यू टू x द आंसर ऑफ y विल बी सेम. सो फॉर पॉजिटिव वैल्यूज ऑफ x and y the point will lies in the first quadrant, and for negative values the point will lie in the third quadrant. For x greater than equals to 3 the point will lies on the points lying on or right side of the x is equal to 3 because the x is greater than 3, so we will take the right side after the point 3 or on at 3. In the part 9 the y is equals to y is greater than 0, as we know that the value of y is greater than 0 in the first and second quadrant, so the point will lie in the upper half plane of the plane. In the 10th part, when x and y have opposite signs, like for x is equals to minus y or y is equals to minus x, the point will lie in the second or fourth quadrant, because in the second quadrant the value of x is negative and the value of y is positive, and on the fourth quadrant the value of y is negative and the value of x is positive. So when they have opposite sign the point will lie in the second or fourth quadrant. Now in the question number 2 हमें ये डिस्क्राइब करना है कि दो पॉइंट्स के दरमियान डिस्टेंस कैसे लिया जाता है. The formula of distance is given d is equals to square root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. As we will take the point A as x1 y1 coordinate and in the point B x2 y2 coordinate. So we will put the values of x1 x2 and y2 y1. After solving we will get the distance between A and B. यहाँ पे स्क्वायर रूट 117 इसको हम प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन से सॉल्व करके सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे. पार्ट 2, 3 and 4 are similar to part 1, so you can solve it by yourself. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 में हमने फाइंड करना है डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू पॉइंट्स एंड ऑल्सो द मिड पॉइंट ऑफ द लाइन सेगमेंट जॉइनिंग द 2 points A and B. The formula of distance is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus 1 whole square. So after putting the values of A and B we will get the distance that will be equal to 5 square root 2. And in the second part we have to find the midpoint of the point A and B. And the formula of midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So we will put the value of x1 and x2 and also y1 and y2, and then we get the midpoint of A and B. Part B is simple and you can solve it by yourself. In C part, the values are given in the form of square root or fraction, so I have solved this question. Similarly, in the part 1, we have put the value of x2, x1, y2, y1 and solve the values, and we will get the distance. Similarly, we will put the values of x1 and x2 to get y1 and y2 to get the midpoint of A and B. In the fourth question, we have to find that for which point the distance of the point from the origin will be 15 units. So we will take the given point as A and O as the origin, and we will take the distance from A to O. That will be in the first case it will be 15. In the second case, after putting the values, we will get the value 10 square root 2. In the third case, we will get the value square root 226. So the distance of the point square root under 176 and 7 from origin will be 15 units. In the question 5, we have to show that the given points are the vertices of right triangle. We will put the values in the distance formula. First, we will find the distance from point A to B by putting the values of x1, x2, y1, y2. As the point A is 0, 2, so we will take x1, it will take as x1, y1, and the values of point B will be x2, y2. After putting these values in the distance formula, we will get the distance 2 from A to B. From distance A to C, we will get the value 4, and from B to C, the distance will be square root 12. Now, as we have to prove it as right angle triangle, so we will show that these distance formulas will obey the Pythagoras theorem. We will put the values in the given formula. We will take 4 as hypotenuse, AB as perpendicular, and distance of BC as base. After solving these, we will get the left hand side is equals to right hand side. So we conclude that as these distance formulas satisfy the Pythagoras theorem, so these points will be the vertices of right triangle. In the second part, we have to show that these points form isosceles triangle. Again, like in the previous part, we will take the distance from A to B, then the distance from A to C, and distance from B to C, and then we will check that the distance of AB and the distance of BC is equal and the distance of AC is different. So according to the definition of isosceles triangle, when the distance of two sides are equal, so it forms isosceles triangle. So we conclude that the point A, B, C are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. In third part, we have to show that the points A, B, C and D are the vertices of parallelogram. We will take the point A, B, C and D are the vertices of parallelogram, and we will show that the distance of AB is equals to the distance of CD and the distance of BC is equals to the distance of AD. Also, we will show that the distance from the diagonal AC and the distance of diagonal BD is also same. When these vertices satisfy these conditions, we conclude that these are the vertices of parallelogram. As in the distance from A to B, the value is square root 50, and also distance from D to C or C to D, the distance is square root 50. So the distance from A to B and C to D is equal. Also the distance from BC, B to C and A to D is also equal. Also the distance from A to C and B to D, which are the distance of diagonals. So according to the definition of parallelogram, as these vertices satisfy this condition, so the vertices A, B, C, D forms the parallelogram.